Hey Falcon Nation, voice of the Falcons, Mike Rickert, continuing fall sports media coverage with women's volleyball. Talking now with women's volleyball coach, first year, Shelby Morgan. Shelby, I'm not going to welcome you to that for Falcon Athletics because you've been part of Falcon Athletics for a while, right? So your role was?
I am the athletic academic advisor.
And now women's volleyball coach.
Now volleyball coach.
Yes,
yep.
So you have experience coaching women's volleyball. So let's talk a little bit about that. Where were you in the past and what experience you're bringing here to Lackawanna?
Yeah, so last fall was my last season at Cedar Crest College.
Okay.
We were a Division III program, and it was a great year to end.
Right.
We went to the NCAA tournament, so it was awesome.
Good, awesome. And now you're bringing all that wealth of knowledge and experience here to Lackawanna College.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So talk a little bit about your roster, right? You had some part of the roster, and some of the girls were recruited by our former coach, Todd Pete. So let's talk about your roster a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Todd brought in some strong freshmen.
Okay.
Our returners come back with leadership and the ability to work hard in the gym.
Right.
So we're excited about that.
Good.
It's going to be great.
Good.
Yeah.
And he brought in some ladies that are from like really far away. So we have a girl from the Miami, Florida area and from Texas.
Yes. Yeah.
So that's very interesting to me because that's far away.
We need to make them feel comfortable here in Scranton.
Exactly. I'm sure it's a little bit of a culture change.
A little bit of adjustment. I asked them if they pack their coats.
Yes, well, that would be the one thing I was going to ask is that they'll be cold eventually.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, the student union is always cold, so they could.
Yeah, so it's just a nice way of breaking them into stuff too. So let's talk a little bit about your schedule. So when do we start our season? When are we looking for you to be on the court playing?
September 8th is our first game, and
Okay.
it's at home.
Okay.
So we're starting at home. The first two games.
That's exciting. And then for those of our fans that watch, they're going to be live streamed. So you know all of our women's volleyball fans out there, which are many, can check us out.
Cool.
And so what's your outlook like down the road? Because whenever we look up, I always talk about like putting numbers on banners. There's only one number on the women's volleyball banner from a while ago. So do you see the program, really headed in the right direction where we could add championships and all that good stuff?
I tell them every single day at practice, better every day. We're building the program.
Right.
It's going to just take some consistency and structure for them. And then myself and my assistant coach, we're going to put in the work, recruiting, and find the right student athletes to join us. So as long as they're committing 100% to the program and what we have going for the program, such as culture, strength and conditioning, those expectations in practice, hopefully you'll be able to see better results and improvement in the season.
Good. And then talk a little bit about your practice. So what does the Coach Morgan practice look like? You don't have to give away like your secrets of the trade, but like
practice. So we always start off. We have our routines that we start off with. Our dynamic. We actually usually start practice off every other day with some sort of team activity. Them getting to know one another, working on those communication skills.
Right.
So it has nothing to do with volleyball, but it's a good icebreaker. Sometimes they may not like me for it, but we do something like that, and then. But
I'm glad that you do that though, because volleyball there is a lot of communication going on throughout the course of a play. So the fact that they need to get comfortable with each other and talk.
They're seeing that they're getting more comfortable with one another. You hear them back there.
Yes.
So,
yes.
They're definitely
and they're with me in the weight room, so they've gotten more chatty in the weight room and stuff too.
But then we get into, I call them our vitamins, things that you need every day.
Right.
Those reps, those good practice, and then. The longer our practice goes into the season, we'll get into more play, game-like situations.
Good.
So that's the goal there.
Good. And then who on your roster, on your team, should we expect like great things out of? Now, I'm sure you expect great things out of all 6 girls you put on the floor at the time, but 1 or 2 girls that may stand out and you're looking forward to have a big season for you.
Yeah, I think we have some people playing in different roles.
Okay.
So getting them comfortable in those roles, but seeing what they could do with it. Like I said, our freshmen are talented but committed to growing the program, playing in those positions.
Okay.
I think Michaela Jones, she's going to be a 6 rotation outside hitter.
Okay.
Her specialty is defense. So putting her in a role where she has to hit.
Okay.
I think you'll see a lot of great things. Hunter is a returner.
Right.
She didn't really get to play last year. She broke her wrist.
Yep.
She is a hitter, and we moved her to the setting position.
Okay.
I think she's a natural leader, and that's what that position needs. So I'm excited.
So it's a perfect fit for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm most excited about?
What?
Is we're going to have a libero.
Yes, we
now,
are.
I've been at the school since 2016, and I love volleyball, and we've never had a libero. So we have a libero, correct?
We have a libero.
I'm so excited.
We for most games we'll be playing with the libero. Mainly focused putting our best people where they need to be in serve receive, and the libero does that for us. And our libero is a freshman, Mel. She's very strong, but that's the other piece, is that communication. She's always talking. You wouldn't know it.
No.
You wouldn't know it. She's very quiet.
But some people, it just turns
really
on when they
they
get on the court.
Yeah, so.
Awesome, good. Well, I'm excited about the libero. I'm excited about women's volleyball season.
Good luck statting, right? You have to stat the libero? Do you have to?
I'm not statting a libero, but someone's going to have to. I announce.
Okay.
You know, the voice of the Falcon tag goes with me wherever I go, so even with women's volleyball. But we find someone to track the libero. Someone's going to have to show someone how to do it, though.
Yeah.
But best of luck. Have a great year.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
We'll be back. Fall Sports Media Day. Take flight.